just want to start out by recognising that we have new faces, both in the staff and in the players. So I think it's important that whenever we're coming from all over the world or all different clubs, that we reconnect back into a WNT setting.
My mentality with these new players, my main job is to keep hold of our standards. No matter what we're doing, in training sessions, in meetings, in games, like we're trying to win.
Every time we get together, we have to make the most of it. And when you actually break things down and you look at that period when the World Cup is, 35 games is less than you play in a season.
When you're with your club team, you are training for 760 days together. But with the national team, you have 10 days here or there. And so to be able to like soak in all that information when you're away from camp, you need to be studying, you need to be really developing what they want you to develop.
Good, try not to rotate.
The amount of training sessions that we get together, every single one is so meaningful because we really don't get a lot together. And I think even my message to some of these players that are in now, like, you got to take every single moment.
If you're playing, it's always going to feel like that development is much clearer. If you're not always playing, how do you learn to love training and everything that happens within that?
To some degree, we're inexperienced, but we're gonna work it out together. I think problem solving is a huge strength of this team, and just like having everyone's back and knowing that you have the support of all the people around you.
Couple of things. So I think getting back into the way we're playing, I always want to try and expose us to different elements of the game.
Team on three, 1, 2, 3. Team.
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lieutenant. Happy birthday to you.
Being able to go and watch the Lynx play, I caught a t-shirt. And let me tell you, I jumped so high to grab that t-shirt. I've never been to a WNBA game before.
Avery, focus! Good go! Round over!
But I got the chance to go in the locker room when Cheryl spoke to the team afterwards, and that was an awesome experience to watch another coach, high-level coach in action.
Tell us about your team, Coach.
We are training somewhere up the road in the stadium, and we play at the weekend against China, first time in 2 years. And this is the next generation for the US Women's National Team. I've never been somewhere where it's a game and an event and a dance show. I've never been so stimulated. I kept wondering what tone was until the end of the game when my assistant said, "It's time out." I feel so blessed and privileged every day to coach this team, and most importantly, get to travel around the country and see our fans. I love that the most.
Lynx on three, 1, 2, 3. Lynx!
Noticed this both at our level and at the league level. There's a really, really experienced group, and then there's first year and second year pros. And that's sort of, I feel like, in order to accelerate that, we're doing the right things, whether the exposures are there for the 23s or here, but there's no shortcut to it.
I think that this is like actually a really good moment for the team. Obviously we are far away from the World Cup, but we're really not. And I think that these years right now is a great time to develop the player pool. And I know that when I was some of these people's ages, like, this is exactly what the U.S. needs to continue to be great. My job is to give my knowledge. I remember having questions for Megan Rapinoe and Becky. Obviously, we're fighting and we're competing for a spot for the future, for the World Cup. But right now, like, we are only as good as everybody, as quickly as everybody can get on the same page, as quickly as everybody can learn and soak up the information.
Get onside! Get onside! Team on 3! 1, 2, 3! Team!
The United States looking to bounce back after losing the second game of the last window back in April 2-1 with that late goal in San Jose to fall against Brazil.
I think China is going to be a hard team to break down. I think they're very sophisticated in how they defend and how they get numbers behind the ball.
And we're going to have to be good. We're going to have to be, you know, quick with our movements, with the ball possession and what we're trying to get out of it.
5 games played this year, beaten twice by Japan and Brazil, 3 wins for Emma Hayes' side.
I'm just really excited to be back, excited to be healthy on the field, but then also back in with the US. It's always so special to be here.
Naomi, what an unbelievable football player. She just brings a level of composure and decision making. When we're getting into great areas, let's be on the top of the box. Let's make it difficult for them to come out. Let's suffocate them in this Minneapolis heat. Let's go, girls.
Almost a year ago in what was Emma Hayes' first camp in charge, the second match of the Emma Hayes era was right here at Allianz Field.
I think Michelle is someone, whether she starts or from the bench, she's such a threat in behind. She's got a goal threat, not just in terms of creation, but finishing. And she's growing into the shirt. She brings a lot of personality and charisma to the team. She's so coachable. And you can be straight up with her as well, and she'll take that.
Looking to get that ball driven in. Toss for Thompson, a second chance. And knocked it on the line. Lisa Thompson drives well to the byline, all the way towards Macario. This is
Really focused on joining the attack today, and yeah, great team build. Got the ball over to Kat. She worked her magic. She did all the work to set me up perfectly for a one-time finish, and just tried to keep it on frame and put it in the corner.
As it comes in towards Heaps with a header, and it is 3-0 for the United States. It looks as if there will be a debut as well, with Lo'eau LaBonta coming in. And on comes Lo'eau LaBonta for her debut. Our auto trader, key sub of the game. And it's a moment of history for Lo'eau LaBonta, the 32-year-old who becomes the oldest player to debut for the US women's national team in program history.
I think she's amazing. She came in and looked like she's been doing it for years, breaking lines, connecting the team. She's like just such a force to be reckoned with.
I watch the league. I watch every game, and She was a player who didn't give up on herself, and she also made sure her performances remained high even when she didn't get the shout for the national team. I think that should serve as a great reminder to everyone.
I think Emma said it, like, it just tells people, like, don't give up, keep going, like, you can get called in whenever.
This is still a first cap, and it's still very meaningful no matter when you get it. There's players that have, come on this team, Shannon Box, that get a late first cap, but you never know what's going to happen.
And I think our next step is, 3-0 is a good result, and there's a lot of good performances, but being ruthless to make sure that we dispatch of a team like China. Listen, the performance deserved a little bit more. Congratulations on your first cap. But when we go back to gaps and learning and all those things, honestly, there's so much tactical work that's being done from the coach's perspective that is so good to see.
I said this to them, when you're trying to put together so many new players, as a coach, you want to make sure that every time you're with them, you're making less and less tactical corrections. And this week, we've made less than we've ever had to make.
I'll be the catcher.
You gotta toss it though.
Oh! Yeah! That was right at camera.
I don't want us to be a team that starts every camp like this. I want us to finish camp tomorrow with a great feeling. I want us to win, and I want us to feel like we are making steps in the right direction.
Jamaica, the opposition here, ranked number 40th in the world. They are ranked 4th in CONCACAF, behind the United States, Canada and Mexico. And underway here in the early evening sunshine. Warm day in St. Louis, and here at Energizer Park there are 5 changes made to this starting lineup from the side that beat China by 3-0, with Emily Fox coming in at right back, Tara Makione coming in the centre of defence, a debut for a Bello at left back, Nikki Van Zanten, but it comes for Johannes. Lily Johannes curling this ball in towards Fox at the back post, it drops down for Senor!
She's got an ability inside the box that you can't teach. She knows where the back of the net is, and if she gets a chance, she takes it.
Thompson now, and takes a deflection, it falls for Senor!
Honestly, it was all my teammates. I was just in the right place at the right time.
The outswing it in towards the 6-yard box, and Makione got there, and it's put in by Lynn Biondolo.
She always contributes to the team's performance in a profound way, so it's not easy. She could have had a hat-trick coming off the bench.
Patterson down the right side, drives it in, Biondolo!
Right now, I think my role is to obviously train hard. If it is to come in as a sub, be the best sub I can possibly be.
First off, congrats to Kerry for her I think even at 3-0, there was a part of me that just wanted something more for us. And I can't say how symbolic that 4th goal will mean down the line. But what it does show is that being ruthless isn't always on the front end, it's on the back end too.
The entire crowd now, I'm sure if you guys can pick this up on the microphones, chanting Becky Sauerbrunn. She deserves the accolades. The crowd on their feet here in St. Louis to honor one of their own who played for so long with such consistency and led by example at all times for this United States team.
When I have something in my head that I'm questioning, second guessing, or whatever, I always say, what would Becky do? And it sounds like a joke, but it's not, because I think I would look to her a lot in my career.
Becky has taken so many different forms for so many different people. I think that she, in all the different forms, has been inspiring. You look at her, somebody who's from St. Louis, Missouri, and now she is like the people's captain. I know we had to drag her to this celebration, but I hope that for at least one day she can feel like the love back to her and know that like she is truly like an incredible human being.
Becky is such a legend of U.S. soccer, the U.S. women's national team, women's football in general.
I don't know if she was able to do it in her career, but hopefully right now she can look back and say, you know what, I did all of these amazing things and I truly deserve to be celebrated.